Oh no, having trouble playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Are you tired of just drawing a single card, but you don't get a monster card? Tired of losing all of your life points because you did not draw a single or summon a single level 1 to 4 monster on your first turn? But today I'm going to help you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to help you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! This is going to be a series on my channel teaching you, that's right, you, how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Now today we're just going over the basics. Today we're going to be talking about Master Duel. Then tomorrow we're going to talk about Speed Duel. After that we're going to talk about Cross Duel. And after that, we're going to talk about Rush Duel. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you have an amazing day today, and let's begin. Today, we're going to be going to the basics of how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That's right, Master Duel is different than Speed Duel and any other of the mechanics that I just mentioned a few seconds ago. So, how do you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, number one, you need to have a deck of 40 to 60 cards. But when you go to a tournament, you need to have card sleeves so they can identify what deck you're using. If you don't have any card sleeves, then that's going to be huge trouble for you because you won't be able to find your deck and somebody else might get it from you. So bring card sleeves if you go to a tournament and bring a deck too. Number two, decide what kind of deck you want to use. Like for example, let's say I want to use a elemental hero deck. The reason why I'm saying this because this year is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX's 20th anniversary and it kind of makes sense, so bear with me. Let's say I want to use a elemental hero deck. I'll be using the same deck that Jaden uses. That would be my deck. And I would be using the same exact monsters in that deck that Jaden used. But I might add a few monsters that are brand new into the game. Number three, always add protection to your deck. Now what do I mean by that? Well, when anybody hears the word protection in Yu-Gi-Oh! They know that you need cards that can protect you, like spells or trap cards. If you don't have any spells or trap cards, in your deck, then you're screwed. And number four, if you want to achieve how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you also need to use a extra deck and a side deck. A side deck is where you have extra cards that you want to use later. An extra deck is a mini deck that is on the left side on the field. So you can summon monsters that are higher powered. I'll explain about that when we continue on. So let me teach you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. So to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I said in the beginning, you needed a deck of 40 to 60 cards. You need to understand the map of the game. You have 5 main monster card zones, 5 spells and trap zones on the bottom. On your left is your extra deck. That deck contains monsters that you want to help you if you're in a tight spot. The only monsters are allowed to be in the extra deck are Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, and Link. Sometimes Pendulum monsters are in the extra deck, but Pendulum monsters are going to be in the main deck. We'll talk about Pendulum monsters next time on this YouTube series. On the top of the extra deck is your field spell zone. That zone can help you summon a field card spell on the field card zone. Like for example, let's say I have a water deck and the field cards I would use for The model deck is either Umi or Legendary Ocean, which can increase my monster's attack strength. On the left is your Graveyard that is on top of your main deck. But Graveyard can help you or sometimes not help you at the same time. If you have monsters that have effects in them, monsters that have extra effects in the graveyard can help you. Like, for example, let's say I'm using a Blue Eyes deck, and I have White Stone of Ancients or White Stone of Legends in my graveyard. White Stone of Ancients can help you revive a Blue Eyes monster into your hand from the graveyard. And also, White Stone of Legends can add a Blue Eyes to your hand from your deck or graveyard. White Stone of Ancients can also help you by automatically summoning a Blue Eyes monster from your field or hand into, not your field, sorry. From your deck to your hand on the field, sorry. Number 3, choose a archetype. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you want to choose an archetype, you need to understand the attributes of the game. They're like the same attributes that you see in Avatar or in Baki-yan, but there are 7 of them. The 7 attributes that you need to know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Water, Fire, Earth, Wind, Light, Dark, and Divine. After you learn most of the attributes, you can choose an archetype. Like, for example, if I choose a Dark Magician archetype, I would be using most monsters that have a Dark type attribute on the cards. And most monsters these days have their own archetypes, such as Exodia, the 3 Egyptian yacht cards, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Odd Eyes, Dark Magicians, Destiny Heroes, and many other archetypes that I can't think of right now. But here are my top 5 favorite decks that I like to use in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. The top 5 archetypes I like to use are Blue Eyes, Elemental Hero, Madoche, Red Eyes, and Dark Magician. I also like to use Crystal Beast because they have amazing effects. And plus, Crystal Beast monsters can stay in your spell and trap zone. And sometimes you can do that. Sometimes, if you don't feel like it, put those cards in the graveyard after they get destroyed. Number 3, understanding your deck. Now, what do I mean by understanding your deck? Well, you need to understand how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! There are different kinds of archetypes and different kinds of color cards in the game. Vanilla monsters are yellow. Tuner monsters are orange. Effect monsters are brown. Spells are green. Ritual monsters are blue. Spell cards are green. Purple is fusion monsters. Dark pink or violet is trap cards. White is synchro monsters. Black is at seas monsters. Red and blue is ritual. Wait, no. Red and blue are pendulum monsters, and turquoise is link monsters. You need to understand what kind of cards and decks that you want to use to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Now you need to understand how the cards work. Well, that is easy. On the top of the cards, you see the text of the monster's names on the cards. On the bottom, next to the name, you see how many stars or levels that monster has. Um, Xyz monsters and Link monsters are different. They don't have levels. Link monsters do not have any levels, and Xyz only has ranks. To understand more of that, you have to wait until I discuss about Xyz and Link monsters in the near future of this channel. I mean, on this series, sorry. On the bottom, next to the levels, you have to see the monster's picture. Bottom of the monster's picture is the instructions of how to use that monster, and under the instructions of the card, you see the monster's attack points and defense points. So how do you play? Well, when it's on your first turn, you draw 5 cards. If you have a monster, spell, or trap, then you can use them. If you don't have a monster to use for those traps or spells, then you're kind of screwed. You have to beat your opponent until they attack you. So use cards like, if you want to block them, use block attack, block defense, Book Your Moon, Swords of Revealing Light, or Call Destruction. If you want to protect yourself by monsters attack by using traps, in my opinion, use Mirror Force or Magic Cylinder. There are other trap cards that can help you, like Trap Hole. There are also trap cards that block attacks, such as Yusei's Debt, which has a yellow card that blocks people's attack. But anyways, if you defeat your opponent with powerful monsters, here's how you summon powerful monsters. You need to summon monsters that are level 1 for level 4. If you want to summon a stronger monster, sacrifice one monster for a level 5 or level 6 monster. If you want to summon an even stronger monster, sacrifice that 2 of your monsters to create a powerful monster that is either a level 7 or a level 13. Sometimes, the game wants you to sacrifice more than 2 monsters. Like, for example, let's say I want to sacrifice. Let's say if I want to summon Obelisk the Tormentor. To do that, all I have to do is sacrifice all 3 monsters. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, because your opponent might have better cards and better strategies than you. And one more thing. Have fun. If you lose and your life points go to 0, try it again. It is that easy how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I said, you need to understand the strategies, the rules, and you have to understand math to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because sometimes, well, actually most of the time, this game evolves around math. So, yeah. Actually, to be honest, they do have a math archetype monster deck. But, yeah, it's kind of weird. Anyways, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of my favorite games, and I'm so excited to teach everybody how to play. If you want to buy yourself a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck, go to your Target or Walmart or wherever sells Yu-Gi-Oh! cards. Or your local anime store. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day today. Next time we're going to be talking about monster cards. We're going to talk about how to use monster cards and how to summon monsters that have effects in them. Anyways, always be the champion. I'm out. Oh, and we're also going to be talking about different ways of how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Such as Speed Duel, Master Duel. Wait, I already talked about Master Duel, sorry. Speed Duel, Cross Duel, and Rush Duel. So please stay tuned to that, and bye! Can't wait until Monday Night Raw tonight.